Hello, my name is Travis Wheatley. I've been attending the cannabis stakeholder meetings for the last 6 months, and I've seen your city's implementation of Section 16102. In my view, your city has neglected the concerns of veterans, all while trying to say that you support them and their efforts. 16102 is clear and has no supporting law saying that anything about a sole proprietorship. I personally looked into this restriction and found no evidence why you hold veterans differently than women or minority-owned businesses. Why do we stand in the way of veterans getting what they deserve when it is clearly a law? Veterans have been discriminated against by city officials in this very room by silencing them, placing barriers in front of them, not communicating, and literally holding paper and response from the city until confronted. Joe Devlin knew that the business that was inquiring about it wasn't a sole proprietorship, and I feel like this was a targeted attack against that veteran, trying to use the equity laws already in place. I encourage each of you to go to those videos from September last year until now. You will see how the veteran community has been negatively affected. It is disgusting to send our men and women overseas to fight just so they can come home and fight for what is owed to them. Please do your own research in this matter and come to your own conclusions, and please respond with appropriate action. This is a time-sensitive issue which should have been addressed months ago, and I would expect our city's officials will respond to this situation as soon as possible. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joshua Jenkins. I'm with Lowell Penguin Incorporated. I come today to draw attention to the city's treatment of veteran-owned businesses, specifically with the utilization of California's Business and Professions Code Section 16102. We have drawn attention to this law to the Office of Cannabis Policy and Enforcement, which has led to action that the city has taken to comply with that law. This positive effort is unfortunately overshadowed by the failure of the city to fully comply with that law. Specifically, during cannabis stakeholder meetings, Joe Devlin has stated and represented that the city intends to only allow for this exemption to apply for sole proprietorships owned 100% by a veteran. This is a violation of equity treatment already provided to a protected class group by the state of California. Business and Professions Code Section 16102 allows for honorably discharged veterans to start up a business and sales without fees that are typically associated with that startup. This is supported by Brooks County and Santa Clara from 1987, which has already been acknowledged by the OCPE. We disagree with your council's restrictive determination and bring attention to your committee of this misrepresentation of statute. We only hope that bringing it to your attention will allow for the city to address our concerns prior to other unnecessary steps from occurring. I close with a quote from that case. But once again, the county cannot avoid the plain language of Section 16102. The section requires that the veteran personally own his inventory, but places no limitation whatsoever upon the manner in which he may hawk, peddle, and vend it. The use of agents and employees to sell goods has been a well-understood practice throughout commercial history and surely was within the knowledge and thus presumably the contemplation of the legislature. We are unwilling to write this requested limitation into statute. The county's concerns should be addressed through the legislative process. Thank you.
Thank you. Those are items that are not on the agenda, so I'd ask Mr. Devlin to check with our attorneys and maybe send us a memo on that. Just report back.